Hello, America, and welcome to Bridging the Gap. And I'm your host, George G. Money Willis. And we've been going on and on about family, how important family is. And a lot of people ask me, well, George, why do you keep talking about family? Because our families are dissipating. They're falling apart, man. We need to come together. I talked about the women, how the women are the nucleus of the family. They're the backbone of the family. And ladies need to be at home to hold the family together. I'm not saying ladies don't have a career, don't work. But the family will not function without you. Then I talked about the men. The men, man, you got to be responsible. You got to come back to the family and guide the children, especially the young boys. The daughters need you too. They need to know and they need to see how you interact with their mom. Okay, granted, a lot of the moms and dads are not together, but you need to communicate. Put your differences aside. Women, open the door, let the men back in. Quit giving them a hard time. And especially if you got a man at home, be good to him. Okay? And quit nagging him and complaining about everything and then wondering why he going to the strip club. Okay? And men, you got to date your wife. Okay? The woman that you say you love, date her. Take her out. Call her on the phone and say, hey, baby, can I take you out to a movie? And, hey, sometimes you should go and get a hotel room, even if it's right around the corner from where you live. Ask somebody to babysit the kids and go and stay in a hotel room. You can get a hotel room for $49 one night. It will make a difference, believe me. Okay? But guys, you got to participate in the family, and ladies, you need to allow them to. Guys, if you got kids and you don't live with your kids, go visit them. Call them on the phone. You got a cell phone. You got a prepaid phone. Call the kid and give the kid the phone number. See, the kid don't want the money, the girl do. The kid wants your time. Okay? And you need to be responsible and take care of your children. But ladies, regardless, you need to let them back in. Our kids are out of control. And you need to monitor what they are seeing on a daily basis. Like I said before, a man is what he thinks about all day long. If they're constantly being fed negative images, they're going to do negative things. Okay? God wants us to be successful. He has given us the tool. Man has given us so many distractions. And women, okay, go out looking respectful. Don't go out looking like a hoochie. I don't want a hoochie. Can't help but look at you if you pass by, but I'm doing everything in my power, and I'm not interested in that. I'm sorry, I'm just not interested in that. You know, dress like a lady. You can be sexy without being slutty. Okay, you can be beautiful, and you can flaunt your femininity. Okay, but you don't have to be a hoochie. And guys, stay out the strip club. And girls, come out of the strip club. If you got that much courage to dance naked, you could do a whole lot of other things. And money ain't that important. You know I got to read from the greatest book in the world, right? I'm going to read from Genesis 1, verse 27. And let me see. I'm going to start at verse 27. So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Then God blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground. See, God created us. God created us to be together. He didn't create us to be separated. He created us to be together. Especially if you are bearing children. If you are man or woman enough to lay down and have these kids, then be man or woman enough to take care of them. None of us are perfect, okay? But we can do the best that we can. Like Les Brown said, you know, do all that you can do. And all that you can do is enough. But make sure you do all you can do. So guys, come back to the family. Ladies, open that door because our kids are out of control, and stop letting them see all this violent stuff and start telling them about the strength that's in their mind. You know, how they can grow from their thoughts. You know, our kids are so creative. Most of them live against impossible odds. That's why they are not afraid to go to jail. They're not even afraid of dying because they're living in hell, most of them. But that could be a creative source. It's untraditional education that can help them to grow tremendously. As long as we can redirect their attention and tell them how important it is to read and to educate themselves. They don't have to always read what we want them to read. Tell them to read about what they like. Encourage them to read about positive things. You know, most of them like music. Well, read music magazines. Start out with music magazines. Then read about how to write music, how to produce music. You know, and then they'll start reading other stuff because their world will be open. That don't mean all of them gonna be musicians if they like football or basketball. Read about football or basketball. Take them to Barnes and Noble. Let them get books and magazines and stuff. You know, I'm always reading Success magazine. You know, this is the old issue. Maria Shriver is on the new Success magazine, and I have that one. You know, so, because it has a very good positive CD on the inside. So encourage our kids, guys. Encourage them to do the right thing because they can. Let their world open up. They're very creative. If they're on the internet, help guide them and direct them to positive stuff. They can do it. Gosh, but men, you got to participate. Quit smoking weed. Weed burns brain cells. Duh, you ever talk to somebody that smoked a lot of weed? Yeah, G, I know what you mean, G. Quit smoking. You can, I did. I quit smoking. You know, because it was burning up my brain cells, dude. Exercise, take care of yourself. Love you. God did. He gave you. He gave us this earth. He gave us dominion. And he said, be fruitful and multiply. I don't plan to be here broke and suffering. He don't want us to do that. But first, we need to appreciate what little we have, and he will give us more. Okay? But you got to appreciate what you got. And you got to help me to continue to bridge the gap. Go to GeorgeWillisMinistry.org. That's my new website. And we're going to do a blog where kids can talk to kids and adults about what's really going on. It's not completely finished, but you can go check it out. And that's how we're going to bridge the gap.